In 2021, a 23-year-old named Zaria Parvis walked into Duolingo's office and asked if she could post on the brand's TikTok account. The account had been sitting there unused for months. Her boss said yes, mostly because nobody had a better idea. 3 years later, Duolingo had 116 million active users, an 11% engagement rate on TikTok when most brands sit at 2 or 3, and a marketing case that business schools are still trying to figure it out. And I want to show you exactly what she did because the moves she made are available to anyone and almost nobody's making them. The first thing Zaria noticed when she got access to the account is that the internet was already doing her job for her. People were making memes about Duolingo's push notifications. They all kept showing up on their phones, passive aggressive, guilt tripping them about their streak. People thought it was funny. They were sharing it, joking about it. The meme was already alive. Duolingo just wasn't part of it yet. So she made a decision that most marketing teams would never approve in a meeting. She stopped trying to control how people saw the brand and just joined the conversation that was already happening. She made Duo the all unhinged, obsessive, self-aware, exactly what people were already saying he was. Here's what most people miss about that decision. The biggest trap in building a brand or content present is trying to be seen in a certain way. You want to look professional, credible, put together, so you smooth out every rough edge and end up with something that nobody feels anything about. She took the joke the internet was already making about Duolingo and made it the whole personality of the brand, and the account exploded. The second move she made is harder to see, but it's the one that actually built the business. Go through Duolingo's entire social presence right now, and you most never see them talking about language learning. Duo showed up when invited to a K-pop concert and danced with the fans in the crowd. Duo fake died in that dramatic video and generated 25,000% increase in mentions in a single day. Dua Lipa, the singer, commented and the internet went crazy. App downloads spiked, and Zaria never mentioned a single feature of the product. When Squid Game Season 2 came out, they launched a campaign called Learn Korean or Else, the film music video. When the TikTok ban discussions were happening in the US, they immediately posted content about learning Mandarin. When Brad Summer was everywhere and neon green was the color of the moment, Duo was already neon green and they made sure everyone noticed. All of it was about the feeling of being a Duolingo person, and that's the real insight. People share content that says something about who they are. When someone shares a Duolingo meme, they're saying, I'm the kind of person who gets this. That's an identity. And identity compounds in a way that information never does. Zaria understood that before anyone else in her space did. The third move is the simplest one and the one most people skip entirely. She described the whole strategy in one line. The comment section is our social brief. They were watching what people were already saying and responding in real time. The audience was already making the jokes. Zaria just showed up inside those jokes and made them better. That's why it never felt like marketing because it started with what the culture was already doing. And that's the thing about Zaria's entire approach that I keep coming back to. She had an account nobody wanted and now that people were already laughing. And she made a decision to stop trying to be safe and just be part of what was already happening. That decision is available to you right now. You need a point of view specific enough that some people love it and others find it strange, because the second you're trying to appeal to everyone, you're already lost. The green owl blew up because one person decided to stop apologizing for what the brand already was. That's funny, right? I'm Kaya, and this is what I break down this channel. The real mechanics behind how the biggest names in business actually build their brands and move people to act. Subscribe if you want more of this.